Welcome back, guys. Welcome to Sincerely Speaking with Buki. Have you subscribed to my channel? Are you just seeing this video for the first time? All I'm begging you, all I'm pleading for, all I need from you is to help me subscribe. Please subscribe, 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 subscribe. And if you subscribe, you know I love you, right? If you subscribe right now, this is for you. Mwah. So welcome back to Sincerely Speaking with Buki. Today, I'm going to talk about something that we are all dealing with, something that you and I have dealt with possibly or still dealing with, something some of us have like 1, 2 or more. What's that thing? It's fear. Gosh, fear. Fear, fear, fear. Every one of us, myself inclusive, we all have fears we are dealing with. We all have fears we are battling with. Some of us even have sentimental affair with our fear. Sentimental affair in the sense that some of us are comfortable with our fear. Some of us are like, oh, this is who I am. I don't like to try this. Oh, I'm too scared about this. Oh, I'm terrified. I don't do this. It's your fear. Some people even go as far as say, I'm just indifferent. It's your fear that is talking. It's your fear that is speaking through you. That's not your original voice. It's fear in your head. It's fear in your heart. It's fear in the things you do. Fear has even stopped so many people from living their life, living their best life. That's why I like this quote by Robert Greene. It says, fear is like a prison. It will confine you to limited range of actions. The more you fear, the less you live. And I just had to spin it around and say, the less you fear, the more you live. And the thing about fear is when fear creeps into your life, you might not even notice. Fear will just come in gently, and before you know it, fear takes over your mind. You're like, when did you even become a visitor? You're actually a visitor. You're supposed to come and go, not stay as a permanent resident. No. That's what happens when you have sentimental attachment to your fear. You make fear a resident in your heart. And the thing is, you subconsciously or unconsciously took fearing and you gave it a position in your heart. You allowed it. And you know, once you allow something, it will grow. Because you keep nurturing that thing every day in your heart. Unconsciously, you're doing that. Some people, they know that they are doing that and they still continue with it. It's not healthy. It's not good. Imagine having no fear in this life. Just imagine yourself that you don't have fear for anything. Imagine what you would have done. Yes, you would have gone through with that idea. You would have gone to that school. You would have applied for that job. You would have approached that person you really like. You would have probably even go out of the relationship that is toxic. You would have actually probably made certain decisions that would have improved your life right now. But you are just here because you're too scared. You're too scared of, oh, what will happen? What will people say? Fear can come in different forms. Fear can come in form of anxiety, nervousness, shyness. Fear can come in the sense that you start trepidation. You're so scared. You don't know what it is. You're terrified, basically. Fear can come in even worry. Fear can lead to depression. Fear can lead to death. Fear can lead to, you don't even need to die, but you die literally. Within you, you die. Your dreams would die. Your future would die. Your goals would die. Your plans would die. Even anything about you just dies because you kill them with fear. I believe fear is a bully. You know how bully, they kind of intimidate you? That's what fear will do to you. Fear will intimidate you. It will make you believe that that thing, you cannot achieve it. It will make you believe that you don't deserve that thing. It will make you believe that they're not going to pick you for that job. It will make you believe that you're not qualified enough. It will make you believe that people will not even like me. People will not buy this product I'm about to sell to them. This business is not even going to go far as I want it to. It's fear. One thing about fear, fear is good, but too much of fear is unhealthy. Fear is good in the sense that it's supposed to guide and protect you. It's supposed to be something you use to restructure your plans or your ideas. But when you have too much fear in you, it will now intimidate you, it will paralyze you and confine you to limited range of actions. So instead of you doing this big, you will do this small. It's so bad that fear had made so many people to look at their life and they live their life in regrets. They look at their life and be like, if only I had done this, if only I was bold enough to take that step, if only I had made that move. So you have the if only, that's regret. And another thing about this if is, when you have those great ideas, because sometimes ideas come to you and you might not be prepared for it, you might not be ready, and this idea pops up, or you might think you're ready and life situations might take over or happen, and then you just have to restructure or change things. Now you're not looking at yourself, you're not like, what if this thing doesn't work out? What if people don't like it? What if this plan fails? What if I lose my money? What if this? What if that? What if? The same what if you are thinking that is stopping you, the same what if you're using to frame and surround and mask your fear, is that same what if you're going to use for your regret. Because now you're going to be like, what if I had done this? What if I had done that? If only I had done this. If only. It's regret. You didn't do it. It was fear. It stopped you. It held you back. It didn't make you live your best life. So today on this vlog, I'm going to be exposing some type of fears that we have that we don't really recognize. I'll be introducing you guys to 5 fear factors. 5 fear factors that will hinder you, hold you back, stop you, make your life redundant, basically. So we're going to identify those kind of fear factors. I know some of you, you're like, no, I don't have fear. You do have fear. We all have fear. Fear is like your natural instinct. It's more like the way you react to emotions, it's the way you react to mental situations. Fear is just there. It's like a natural thing in you. So the first one is fear of being judged by others. Almost everybody don't like being judged, except you're going for maybe competition. Even at the competition, if it's possible, you might just not want to be judged, because that determines if you're going to be a winner or a loser. But then, you just have to be judged. Just so you know, opinions are worth a dime a dozen. Very cheap. Everybody can afford it. I can afford it. You can afford it. Everybody can afford an opinion. And the thing about opinions aren't facts at all. They are just an opinion. Even when they stamp it that this is fact, you tell yourself it's an opinion until I experience it, until I go through that thing and I can come out and be like, ooh, that was true. And you know, it's still your experience. It's still your opinion. Somebody still needs to go through that stuff to come out. And the thing about life is we all don't have the same experience. We might have similar experiences, but it's never the same. So is opinion. So when you have fear of being judged by others, think about it this way. Everybody thinks about people. Maybe I see you. I see you're good looking. I have an opinion about you already. It now depends if my opinion of you is good or bad. But at the same time, it shouldn't affect you. It's my opinion. I go home with it. I sleep with it. It's my opinion. Don't make people's opinion be the reason why you stop yourself from going on with that great idea, starting that business plan, going to further your education. Sometimes you might have even accustomed yourself to like settling for less than you deserve, just because you're afraid that people will say nice things about you. People are going to talk about you if you should open your mouth to speak, or people are going to judge you by your actions or by what you do. Why do you care? People should talk. As long as it doesn't put food on your table, it doesn't put money in your account, if they are talking, let them talk. So usually when you have this kind of fear of being judged by others and it's stopping you from creating or doing what you want to do, think about the lives of people you would impact. Think about why you wanted to do this in the first place. Think about the end goal. Think about those people who are waiting on you. What you're about to do might be life-saving to somebody, something that puts food on somebody's table. It might be something that employs thousands of people or even 10 people. It might be something that makes somebody happy somewhere. So when you're being discouraged by, oh, people will judge me, people will laugh at me, people will criticize me, I want you to look at yourself and tell yourself, you know what? I know what I'm about. I know what I want to do. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I'll just have to try again. You keep trying until you get it. People have bandwagon mentality. Before you know it, they jump on it. Once they see you're successful, they will indeed jump on it. They'll start supporting you. They'll start giving you all the hypes. They'll start telling you, yes, I knew you were going to make it. I believed it from the start. It's a lie. They never believed you. As a matter of fact, they must have even said nasty things about it. They might have said it to your face. They might have said it behind you. But at the end of the day, all that matters is you've done that thing. You're moving with it. You are actually living your dream life. You're actually achieving your goals, basically. So and you can also reaffirm yourself, because sometimes we get lost in things people say to us. Which brings me to the second fear factor. It's other people's fear. This type of fear is around what people said to you. It's not really your fear now. You've probably had the great ideas. You've probably had the business plan. You've written everything down. You've thought of starting a company. You've thought of, okay, maybe starting a family. And the next thing, other people are telling you it's not possible. It's going to fail. This place you're going to, things don't thrive there. Things usually go bad. If you work there, you would not make it. You will not really go far in life. They are telling you all sorts of things. And some people, because you really kind of hold them in high esteem, you kind of talk to them about your great plans. You kind of introduce them to your vision, because that vision was given to you personally. It wasn't given to them. So you introduce them to it and let them know, okay, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, I'm thinking of this, I'm thinking of that. And they look at it and like, but do you know this is not possible? Do you know I tried doing something like this and it didn't work out? Do you know people who did these things, it's no longer existing? Do you think this can even go far? I don't think this is going to work. Some people will go as far as tell you that, just throw away this thing. It's not possible. Go and find another dream and live it. Don't tell me that you want to be an artist. Have you seen the life of musician? It's a struggle to make it. So why do you want to do music? Go look for something else to do. They tell you that, no, try this career instead. Go this other way instead. So you go home. After all these things they've said to you, you've internalized it. If you're not stern with your ideas in the first place, you go home with everything that has been said to you. In your lone moment, you start thinking about it. You start deciding that, you know what? It's not possible. I'm scared that people will not buy the idea. I'm scared that it's not your fear. That's not your fear, boo. That's somebody's fear you're carrying. You're sleeping on somebody's fear. You're waking up with somebody's fear. You're walking around with somebody's fear. When people ask you, oh, why didn't you do that thing? Have you done it? You're like, no. Why didn't you do it? People said it's not. How did that even sound? Crazy. It sounds stupid. So why would you want to stop yourself because of what people said to you? Have you tried it yourself? Have you gone to that office that you were rejected? Have you gone to apply for that school that you were rejected? If they reject you, try again. Apply again. There are other schools. If it's that same school you want to go to, keep trying until you get it. Don't let the fact that somebody's telling you it's really hard to get into that institution. It's really hard doing this. It's really hard doing that. That girl will never want to be with someone like you. That's their fear. They never saw themselves that they are capable enough or they are deserving enough for it. But you saw yourself and you thought, oh, I would like to get that thing. I'd like to be that thing. I'd like to be a CEO someday. I'd like to be a business owner. I'd like to do this. I'd like to do that. Go ahead, do that thing. When you do it, you will be an example for them. At least you will change the narrative. At least you will be a testimony to somebody. All the testimonies they were giving you were negative. You will be a positive testimony to somebody. You might be something that they are waiting for. You might be the unexpected things they've never seen before. You might be that crazy, wild idea that comes to fruition because they never believed it was possible. So do not sleep on someone's fear. Do not go about living your life on someone's fear. Do not carry someone's fear about. Drop that weight, okay? Drop it. It's not yours to carry at all. So the third fear factor is fear of the insufficient. Fear of the insufficient has to do with the things you have and the things you need to get to where you want to go to. I want you to know, guys, nobody in this life, in this world, maybe another world, but in this one, nobody has it all. You might think that the billionaires, they have everything. No, they might be lacking something you have. And you might be somewhere just saying, oh, I wish I had something that those rich people have. It's life. You can never have it all. Seriously, you can never have it all at the beginning. You can never have everything you need. All you have to do is pick up yourself, start somewhere, start building, and gradually, before you know it, once you start building, you'll see yourself growing. Sometimes you might not have everything you need. You might be lacking here and there, but you do have something, right? And if you don't have something, you can try to get something right. Yes, I like that because you're already nodding that. Yeah, I could find one thing or another. I could put A and B together and make a C. It's possible. So think about all the things that you've told yourself that are lies just because you were scared. Oh, I want to be a vlogger. I don't have a camera. But you do have a mobile phone, right? Oh, I want to go for this job, but I don't have the skill. But there's somewhere you can learn it, right? Yes, there's somewhere you can learn it. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Go do those things. Don't think about all the reasons why it's not possible, because that's what fear of insufficiency is going to do to you. It will make you think about all the things you're lacking, how it cannot be you, how you are not expert, how you are not skilled, how you don't deserve to be there. You don't have this, you don't have that, so you cannot get there. When you focus on that kind of fear, it will stop you from even starting. It will stop you from even growing. It will stop you from becoming who you're supposed to be. To make you redundant, because now you're thinking, I can't move from here to there. I have to start thinking, I should look for something else to do. I should just go for the cheaper option. I should just think of alternative. Alternatives are good. Alternatives should be something that, oh, if I want to vlog, I can use my phone. If I don't have a phone, I can ask my friend to use her phone. If she doesn't want to use her phone, I could just maybe save up and buy a phone, or save up and buy a camera. You can do it. It's possible. You can actually put yourself together and do something for yourself. Don't allow that fear that you don't have it, that you need this, you need that, and it's lacking, be the reason why you stop yourself from living your best life. Then this next one is the fear of failing. Fear of failing is you already projecting in the direction of failure. Probably you are not skilled, you are inept, you are not an expert, you are an amateur. So you're thinking, oh, I'm going to be terrible at this. I'm going to be unsuccessful. I'm not going to get it right. I'm not going to do it well. You've already projected your mind in the direction of failure. So you've already taken that fear that you're going to fail. And therefore, you stop yourself from even doing it because you don't want to be rejected. You don't want to be laughed at. You don't want people to talk you down. You don't want people to say no to you. The thing is, everyone was once an amateur at a start. Even experts, even your CEO had to learn from somewhere. Even, you just have to just begin somewhere, start somewhere. If you fail, it's good. I like the fact that the person that created the bulb had to do it like 999 times. Imagine yourself failing 90 times. Imagine yourself failing for the 99th time. Imagine yourself failing for the 100th time. Imagine yourself failing for 200, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Then 999, you're like, nah, I'm not doing this again. I can't. I've tried all my best. It's not working. I've wasted resources. I've wasted my time. I've wasted my energy. I've wasted my money. Even I've wasted the time of other people that thought, okay, this is going to work right now. 99, it didn't work. 100, it didn't work. 500, it didn't work. So you've wasted their time too. You're thinking, I'm not doing it again. I'm just a failure. Not knowing that for the 1,000th time, you're going to get it. Imagine if this guy had actually just stopped. I'm like, no, it's not working. I'm going to try something else. Let's keep using candles and burning wax and doing all those crazy stuff. There will be no light bulb. There will be no brightness in your house. There might be daytime brightness, but you know the coolness of having a bulb, the fancy bulbs and all of that great stuff. It will not exist today. But because somebody didn't allow fear of failing stop him, he kept on doing it over and over again despite his fear. Keep failing, but keep failing forward. Keep failing, but keep failing forward. Don't allow fear stop you. Don't fail backward, because sometimes you might fail and decide to retreat. Don't fail like that. Fail forward. Fail into getting it. The more you fail, keep getting better and better. Discovering, oh, this is the reason why I failed before. This is the reason why it didn't work the other time. This is the reason why the next one should be good. This is the reason why I'm going to get it now. Keep failing forward, and before you know it, you might get it right someday. If you don't get it right today, you will get it someday. And the last one, I had to do this one. When I was having this fear conversation with my sister that I was going to do a vlog on fear, I told my sister that there is this kind of fear that we all have, and she called it fear of the unknown. I said, no, it's not fear of the unknown, it's fear for self. Fear for self. Fear for self is you being afraid of the unknown. You being afraid of the possibilities, the outcome, the responsibility, the changes that is going to happen to your life. All the things are unknown, but the prominent thing there is you. You are afraid for yourself. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about the noise. You are afraid for yourself what you're capable of or not capable of doing in certain situations. You're just afraid that, no, my lifestyle is going to change. So if I move from this area, I wouldn't see my friends anymore. I wouldn't go to my favorite bar. I wouldn't go to my favorite restaurant. So you're afraid that you're going to miss those stuff. So you ended up not doing it at all because you just wanted to be okay and in your comfort zone. That's fear for self. You're too afraid of yourself. You're too afraid of what you're capable of. You're afraid that life might be good. You're afraid that life might be so uncertain. You're afraid that, I don't think I can handle it enough. You're ready. It's not like you're not ready. You're ready, but you're too scared of change. You're too scared of unknown. As much as people say they want change, I feel like they are not ready for change. Change might just meet you and you adapt to it. But once you ask people, are you ready to change this? Yes. Okay, let's go change this. Wait a minute. Not now. Can we change it tomorrow? Can the change come maybe next year? Can the change be next week? Come on. I mean, fear of self can be something that stops you from going for that interview, that stops you from moving houses or traveling out, that stops you from learning that skill, that stops you from doing that project just because you're afraid that your life is going to change. You're afraid that something new is coming and you're not sure if you're ready for it or not. Even when you think you're ready, you're not so sure you're ready. So you decide to stay back. You decide to stop yourself from going, trying, or putting yourself out there. You're too afraid that, oh, when people start receiving me, I don't know how I'm going to react to it. I don't know if I'm fully ready. You stop yourself, basically. That's fear of self. So usually I would advise that in this situation, give yourself the gift of time. Give yourself time to understand, time to go through the process, time to become. Because when you think about things and you have fear inside of you, it will stop you. So, but when you give yourself time, because time kind of heals and helps us understand things. And the more you give yourself time, okay, let me try it for some bit. Let me go into it and see how it goes. Start it. Go, take up the job position. Go into that relationship. Try something new for yourself. Before you know it, you start doing amazing and you're like, ooh, I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad this is working out. I'm so glad this is it. This is the life that is better than the life I was living, and I'm so grateful that I did it. Yes. Most times you think, oh, I can't jump a hurdle. Then when you jump the hurdle, you look back and be like, I never knew I could do that. And that was interesting. You would have this feeling of satisfaction. You have this feeling of, ooh, I can do that again, and I can do more. Yes. So that's it, guys. Don't allow fear stop you. Don't allow fear be the reason why you're still holding yourself back. Don't allow fear be the reason why you've not gone ahead to create that great ideas that come to you. Guys, the noise, I'm really sorry about the noise. I'm doing outdoor shoots, so this is one of the craziness we face, okay? So don't allow fear be that thing that holds you back and make your life redundant. Don't do that. Use fear to push yourself forward. I think fear is good because fear would help you. When you're afraid of things, that's when you won't get the best satisfaction from achieving that thing because you were too scared you can't do it. Then when you do it, it it's more like use fear to motivate yourself. I want you guys to use fear to motivate yourself. When you think I can't do this thing, you're too afraid. Then when you do it, you find that you're really excited. It will be different from when you think, I'll do it. Then you did it. You just like, I did it because I could do it. But when you're too afraid that I can't do it, then you go ahead, then you did it. You're looking like, that was good. I'm proud of myself. Finally, I did it. Finally, I'm happy. Finally, please subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, guys, please subscribe. And also don't forget to like this video. You can share with your friends. I believe this video is something that will help you, that will challenge you, and will push you forward. So guys, please share with your friends, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my next video. Until I come your way next time, it's Sincerely Speaking with Buki. It's peace, love, and bye-bye.